Alright. Thursday, day one. It is... No, it doesn't work.
Oh,
the one above you works. Nice lit up behind our heads.
Oh, that's good.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I got back from the gym and actually showered and in bed around 2:30, and we got up at like 5:40. I got like 3 hours sleep. You only got what, like maybe 5 or 6?
Yeah. Oh,
maybe 5.
I went to sleep like I don't actually.
It was like 12:30ish probably.
Yeah.
So you got like 5.
It was probably like 12:35 because I hung up at 12:30.
This man did in fact die.
Oh yeah, I was gone. I literally lasted no time at all.
I got back from the gym, walked around the room, got ready for the next day a bit, took a shower, and he never rolled over or blinked.
Nope, didn't hear him.
Dead AF. We're a little late getting there to get our parking pass. We should be fine because now that we're actually up at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's definitely not 100 people insane enough to do this just to buy a parking pass. So I feel fine about it.
Yeah, there's literally 2 people in the lobby.
Yeah. Then we're going. The food trucks should be at the block party area. They do food trucks all day long for anybody who's not been here. They've got a schedule set up. You can download it either on their website, Discord, whatever. It tells you what food trucks are going to be there, and it's also got a schedule. Some trucks are there all day long, literally start to finish, and then other ones are like just breakfast trucks, and they're there till 10. Other ones are like just lunch trucks, and then they rotate. So you can download that, and they also have different ones each day. But obviously 1 or 2 paid for the whole weekend. They're there literally start to finish. Because the stuff you saw yesterday is like booths that are set up for the whole convention. And they're also like Gencon staples, you know, the hot box, the island noodles. Wizards of the Coast does have a booth this year that we want to check out. It's a little odd, honestly, but I know they've got soda, but it's odd. I want to actually go and check it out. So yeah, we'll get breakfast and then we'll go and secure our spot for the running of the nerds. Let's get to it. Okay, we have secured parking. We are at the convention. The actual ceremony and the opening of the main doors and the president doing his speech and whatever doesn't start till 10. It's 7. And there is a ton of people here. Granted, there's a big like hall beside the exhibit hall, and they've got like tons of tables and a lot of exhibitors there as far as like from the companies doing demos and stuff. And also, remember I told you there was 20K events this year. A ton of them started early this morning, and they're in that hall. Most of them are people actually playing games. It's not like workshops and stuff or seminars. It's literally just people demoing and playing games. But things did start early this morning, so there's definitely a lot of people here for that. And Lucas had a good point. We waited yesterday on Wednesday for Will Call, but there's also a good amount of people here for Will Call this morning. But even though now is later, if that makes any sense, the line for Will Call today is like nothing because you have to get up early in the morning before everything starts to go get in line. We were talking about it. Actually, in the future, it might be smarter for us to do that just because the line is so much shorter and you only have to get here like an hour ahead of time and you can just jump in line, grab your stuff, and not have to wait. But you're probably going to come here on Wednesday anyway. So if you're here anyway, then going ahead and jumping in line and hanging out is kind of fun. Honestly, because there's so much. Because, I mean, like I was talking about yesterday, even though we stood in line for 40 minutes, it wasn't bad because there was so much energy in the room and people were so excited that it was, like, kind of chill. So it wasn't that bad. And whereas, like, this morning, people were, you know, groggy, waking up, that kind of deal. But still, we're good. Now we're just kind of waiting around because the breakfast food trucks don't get here till 8. So we walked back and forth, seeing how many people are here. Went and checked out the store because they don't open up till like 9 anyway. There's already people in line because I remember even in 21 with like half capacity, they sold out of like shirts and stuff, like the main Gencon shirts, like on day 2 with half capacity. So there's already people in line who are literally going to stand there for 2 hours to get their shirt. Not me. No. I want a shirt. I plan on getting a shirt. Not for 2 hours standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm hungry. Because yesterday with our travel, we stopped and got just fast food on the way in, which was nice, and we chilled because like we were tired from being in the car. We honestly sat in a Wendy's and talked for an hour. But then when we got here, we basically didn't eat for like another 4 or 5 hours, and then we finally got the island noodles, which, like I said last night, I was excited. It's delicious. It's a staple of Gencon. but it's not a ton of food. It's a little to-go, little Chinese takeout box essentially. So it's not a ton of food. So I'm very, very hungry because we didn't eat last night either when we got back. Because I went to the gym, we took showers, and then like basically knocked out. So yeah, and I am very famously known in our friend group and people that know me for how much I eat. I have an insane metabolism, and it just burns. Basically, I eat, and 20 minutes later, I'm ready to eat again. So for me to eat as little food as I did yesterday, like I am famished. So hopefully they've got some good breakfast trucks. I know they always do like a Cinnabon type truck. It's not Cinnabon, but it's basically a Cinnabon. That's not my style of breakfast. I'm more of an eggs and bacon kind of guy, which I know I can't exactly get out of a food truck. But I'm hoping they've got maybe some decent like breakfast sandwich type place that maybe I can like get a deconstructed one or something like that. You know what I'm honestly hoping for? I'm hoping they have bowls, like a eggs, hash brown, bacon bowl. That's what I'm hoping they have. We'll see though. I'll show you guys some footage of the food trucks and stuff coming in. I'll show you later when the lunch trucks come in and stuff. Because there's usually more lunch trucks obviously than there is breakfast trucks. Usually breakfast trucks there's like maybe 5, but in lunch trucks there's like 15. So maybe even more than that because they've shut down an entire street. Typically when it's over on Georgia Street, they don't really shut down a street. They shut down like a little middle street, if that makes sense, where like cars really use honestly just to like connect to other streets. Kind of like a cool hangout area. So like them shutting it down doesn't really affect the city at all. This year, because they had to move it for the construction of the new hotel, they shut down a main street. Locals are probably livid because it is like a primary traveling street in the city, and it's shut down right by the stadium because obviously Lucas Oil Stadium is included in Gencon because like on the actual field, and I'll show you guys this later, is like where they have the Gencon library where you can pay, I think it's $5 and you get to go in, and I think it buys you 6 hours because they have time slots. I think it buys you 6 hours of just free play. You check out games from the library, you just go find you a table, sit down and play. Honestly, usually when we go there, we don't even usually use their library. We just play games that we've bought in the exhibit hall, but we go there just to have a table. And also, like, it's not privacy because there's a ton of people, but like you've got your own little area and you're not elbowing people trying to like chill. But yeah, so we're gonna go out here and wait. We've got about probably 45 minutes to literally just sit around and do nothing. Lucas is absolutely feeding his addiction this entire time of playing Pokemon Go. In the day and a half, not even full day, we've been here like actually in Indy like 14 hours. No, it'd be longer than that one. Yeah, no, it's like 16. It's like 16 hours. He's caught over 200 Pokemon in the 16 hours we've been here, and he slept like 6 of those. So he's averaging about 20 Pokemon an hour. Yeah. Roughly.
I'm running out of balls quicker than I can throw them.
Yes, and he's like totally out of space because they'll only let you catch a certain amount. So he's essentially having to catch one, release one, catch one, release one, or he'll do like a mass exodus of his.
That's what's happening right now.
He's deleting the ones he doesn't need, so that all day. That's what he's gonna do next 45 minutes is sit here and like prepare his Pokemon Go while he waits on the trucks for his full day of catching. Because where we're from, East Tennessee, small towns, nothing really going on. So like in the game, they've got like these like Poke Centers and Poke Stops and stuff. And in our town, there's like maybe one every 5 miles because it's so small. Here, there was a point where we were walking around and he was standing in one spot and he's like, I can currently touch like 7. So old country boys coming to the big cities, it's a thing. But all right, let's get the day started. We have officially acquired the hot box pizza. We've now gotten both staples, and then obviously third being the beer. We got pizza for breakfast, big old slice, the walking sticks in the Gencon hot box souvenir cup, and then I always do a pin collection for my pin board at the house. We got the hot box pin. We're starving. We need to hurry up and eat so we can go get set up for the running of the nerds. We still got time, so like we're not in a too big of a rush. You just, can't take too much time because we're excited for it, but we're both a little tired, but hopefully the food helps.
Do not run, do not skip, do not play Frogger over your fellow attendees. Walk. Running or moving in an otherwise unsafe manner may result in your badge
I can't even remember the last time I recorded today, to be honest. I know it was this morning. We were on the way. I think we got here. It's been a day, a fun day, but a day. It's like 4 o'clock. We're already exhausted, just to be honest. We're tired. We didn't get a ton of sleep last night, which is one thing, but two, we have just been go, go, go all day long. So pretty much, we did the running of the nerds when everybody flooded in. You saw that footage. It's super cool. There are so many people here. It is absolutely packed. We are so many people. I'll actually show you guys here in a second. Here you go. This is just one of the halls we're in, and honestly, this is one of the least packed halls, honestly. Pretty much once we got inside the convention hall, I'll show you guys some footage of that in just a second. Absolutely insane. We tried to go down some of the aisles, and it was so packed you really couldn't even move. So normally you want to go we try to do these conventions like aisle by aisle, systematic. You want to see every booth. You want to make sure you get all the nooks and crannies, right? Well, we tried that at first, and we were like, this is ridiculous. We can't walk. We can't move. We're going to change our strategy. So what we basically did is we followed the pockets of empty space. Every time we saw a little area to walk where there wasn't people to bump into like crazy, that's the path we took. And we stopped at booths along the way that we wanted to look at. So there's still a ton of booths that we want to look at that we haven't seen yet that we'll do tomorrow and Saturday. We still got plenty of time for shopping and all that. But we just kind of bounced around like crazy. We went everywhere we wanted to go, and we spent a lot of money. And we bought tons of things. And I will show you guys everything I bought. But it was fun. There's a ton of things I still haven't bought that I want to buy that we're going to go back and get as well. But after we shopped around for a few hours, we were going to go eat. And I have 2 enormous bags full of games, full of stuff I bought that essentially got extremely, extremely heavy, and were eating into my arms and actually causing not bruising, but like a well on my finger from carrying it stuff. It hurt a little bit. And we were tired and hot, and the new location for the food trucks and the block party was so far away from where we were, and we had to go outside into the hot and the heat to get food trucks. We decided, you know what, our next 2 days are going to be way easier than today. Today is our busier day. We're going to get a little bit better night's sleep tonight, hopefully, and the next 2 days we're going to have a lot more time, energy to do what we need to do, right? So we said, screw it. There's a little food court kind of area in here. We saw people walking by who had got food from there, barbecue sandwiches, things like that. So we said, you know what, let's just go over here. We went over there, we got it. We got lucky enough to get a table, because a lot of times there's not that many tables here. You end up getting stuck sitting in the floor eating your food. But we got lucky, we got a table this time. So we sat there, we rested, we ate. It felt fantastic. The food was actually decent, even though it was from just like a little food court. And plus, we were so hungry that I don't think we cared. We had no cares in the world about what the food was. We were just hungry. So we ate, and we sat and laughed and talked, and we rested for like a solid hour just sitting there. Well, now, right after that, we had to eat at a certain time because we had to come over here. We signed up for a tournament. If you don't know the game, it's called King of Tokyo. It is a very Yahtzee-style dice rolling game, but instead of just rolling for numbers, it is like a monster fighting game where you're rolling the dice in a Yahtzee style to hit each other, score points, and try to beat each other up. Well, we competed in a tournament. Me and Lucas ended up in different starting matches in the tournament. You had to get a certain place in your match to move on. Me and Lucas both lost our games. Both of them we ended up going out on. Was like a very funny situation essentially. Lucas ended up getting put out because he tried to make this master play where essentially he did the math. He's like, hey, I'm gonna win if I do this, 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 and this. Well, somebody had a card in front of them that he didn't know they had, and basically they were like, oh, hey, also I do this, and he's like, well, that ruins my plan, and he lost. Mine, I had to roll a certain amount of something in the game. For those of you that know the game, I had to get one more energy to buy a card that basically would have made me invincible, and I would have probably won the game. I rolled. I fell one energy short, so the die facing not hitting for me on one roll is what I feel like caused me not to win. So we're both out. We're currently sitting around resting again. He's looking at one of his games he bought today. Well, technically he won this one, actually. We'll cover that later. But he's sorting it. I'm talking to you guys. I'm currently trying to run back and forth to a couple of vendors as well, trying to pick up some games that I was not able to get earlier. Still got tons of stuff I need to pick up. And we're waiting for this tournament to finish up, because by competing in the tournament, you won a couple of prizes, whether you won or not, some small prizes, but they don't give them out till the end. So we're sitting around waiting on the tournament to end. As soon as this tournament's over, Lucas is going to go out into the hall and sit, because he needs to charge his phone, funny enough. So he's going to go sit by a outlet, because we still got a long night ahead of us as far as events and things go. He's going to go charge his phone and sit and chill, and he's going to read the book of a new RPG he bought. And I'm going to go back in the convention hall. I'm going to get some recordings. I'm going to go check out some stuff. I might buy another game or two. I'll show you guys some footage of the convention or the exhibitor hall and all that stuff. And we're just going to go show you guys Gencon, because today's like the live day, right? Yesterday there was like stuff going on, but today is Gencon, right? So we're going to show you guys that, and that's what I'm going to do. Later, we've got a couple events. I will cover those with you when they happen. But we're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe and ring the bell so you see all the future videos. We got 2 more videos coming up after this for the next few days of Gen Con. Hope you're enjoying it. Thanks. Alright, so the exhibit hall is closed for the evening, closes at 6 every day. So we are going to go chill for a little bit, cool down. We have the Dice Tower Awards at 7, and then we have an adult event afterwards. Not to get into the details, it's an entertainment thing, it's a comedy thing, but it's definitely adult driven. So we'll see how that goes, whether or not I can share details, just because I don't want it to get, raunchy or anything. I don't think it's going to be anything bad. It's basically a comedy show, but it's, adult driven. That's the best way to put it. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We've got long nights still ahead of us, because everything doesn't end till midnight. Won't be getting back till like maybe 1 o'clock. And I still probably plan on going to the gym after that, so that's going to be a whole thing. But yeah, you can see all these people still leaving. Everybody's piling out. It's almost as busy as when everybody piled in, so it's a whole big thing. But we had a good time, and I actually went back in after kind of shopping around and chilling, and I bought a couple more games. We had some giant bags full of games that were crazy heavy, wearing down on us. We actually ended up taking a shuttle back to our car just to drop it all off, because we knew we were going to be here so late tonight, and we didn't want to have to hang on to everything. So we went and dropped that off, load off of my back. Oh, I'm tired, but having a great time. Let's go watch the Dice Tower, let's go get some food, and I'll check back in with you guys afterwards. Thursday Card Holla update. We're a day in. These people are doing an amazing job. Somebody has apparently knocked over some of the Gencon word. We're missing an O and some other stuff. Look at this amazing tower. How high will they take that? Alright, we'll check back in on Card Holla tomorrow. Okay, we are winding down the night. We just went and finished up. We went to the Dice Tower Awards. So Dice Tower is a YouTube channel. They are one of the primary reasons I am in this hobby. When I first found board gaming, I found the Dice Tower, and I was telling Lucas, like, they are so committed to what they do, and like they're a full-blown company at this point. Back in the day, it was basically 1, 2, 3 guys. They grew slowly. Now they're a whole freaking company. But you will never run out of content with them. They have like 10 videos a day, dang near. You will literally never run out of content. They're fantastic. But typically when they come to Gencon, they do a top 10 list, and they'll do it live, and they'll run it up on the stage. Well, for 16 years, they have done the Dice Tower Awards, where the games of the previous year, they give awards out, Game of the Year, most innovative, best artwork, things like that. So did that live. They threw in some funny skits in there. It was enjoyable. We've seen the top 10s in the past. Even Lucas said that this was like a different kind of scene, and it was I don't want to say better, but it was different, which made it better because it was new kind of deal. But it was very enjoyable. So we did that, and we got about an hour before our next event starts, so it's about 30 minutes now, but it was an hour after we got out of there. So we went out to the food trucks. Getting food right now is kind of a thing because Lucas is hungry but not super hungry, so he doesn't want a meal, which is understandable. I need to eat because I'm the type of person who in an hour will be starving when we're in the middle of an event, but I'm not hungry at all. But in the middle of the event, I will be absolutely starving. So we went outside, and there was a sweets truck, and you're about to see the sweets that I got here in just a second on the video. I got pound cake with ice cream, I got a red velvet cookie, and I got an Oreo brownie. I definitely overdid it. I don't care. I'm on vacation. I'm having a good time. Screw it. I usually don't do sweets that often, honestly. So screw it. I got them. I like them. They were good. I was telling Lucas, I tried all 3. I haven't finished 2 of them, but I tried all 3. I think it's because they have to make such a big batch for the food truck, and they kind of sit out a little bit. The taste is fantastic. They're super freaking dense. Incredibly dense. Like, you need milk dense. But overall, acceptable. The taste was good. So we are going to go to this next event, then head back to the hotel. By the time we get back to the hotel, it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get there. I may hit the gym, I may not. We'll see how I feel. I was having a great time at the Dice Tower, but where we have been up all day and we were tired, and we have walked all day and carried 50 pounds of games all day, I was starting to doze because I was gone. We're so tired. So we'll see how I feel when I get back. I may hit the gym. But overall, Gencon Day 1 has been fun. It's been fantastic. Tomorrow and Saturday both, we have pretty chill days, so might show you guys around even more than I did. I kind of gave you a little tour of the exhibit hall earlier, but tomorrow and Saturday at different points in time, I'm going to go a little more thorough through the booths and also pick up some more games and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. And then Saturday night, we've got the party, which I'm excited for. But I hope you guys have enjoyed day 1. We're going to go to this last event, and I'll talk to you after. Alright, day 2 has come to a close. It is actually about 3:15 in the morning. As you can probably see, I'm in here getting a workout in. I am very much a night owl, and I'm usually trying to get to the gym about this time, typically, depending on, life, that kind of thing. But when I'm on vacation, this tends to be a normal for me, these middle of the night workouts. But I'm just glad I'm being a little more consistent in the gym. There for a little while, I definitely kind of took a step back for a little while. But I'm back in, I'm doing good. Different points in my life, I've definitely been a hardcore gym rat, so always feel a little better when I'm in the gym more consistently. But day 1 of Gencon is in the books. So tomorrow's Friday. We actually tomorrow have basically nothing planned. Lucas has an event at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I basically have no events planned the entire day. My plan is to go into the convention hall and shop and look at things. I'm going to go and try and talk to some of the bigger personalities and celebrities and stuff in this board game community. Get some autographs, talk to them, maybe convince a couple of them to maybe say hi to y'all in the vlog. That's kind of my goal. See how that goes. I gotta find them first. Some of them have booths, so they're easy to find. They're at the booths. You do have to catch them at the right time because they go in and out of the booth because a lot of them have people helping them, stuff like that. But there are a couple that don't have booths, And it's a matter of hunting down a needle in a haystack and finding that one person in potentially 70,000 people at a convention. So we'll see if I'm able to find everybody. I saw a few today, met a couple today, very awesome. Day one was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to day two. Said it's a little after 3 in the morning. Our get up time tomorrow, we get to sleep in all the way to 8 o'clock. We get to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It sounds amazing. Me and Lucas both the last 2 days have been up at 5:30 or earlier. So 8 o'clock feels like noon. Feels like 2 in the afternoon to us. We're excited. But yeah, this plan tomorrow is just walk around the convention hall essentially. And I have a personal goal. Lucas has his event from 10 to 12:30, so I'll spend that time by myself going around the convention hall. When he gets out, we'll go get food. And then after he gets food, I have a goal of I want to play some games. We're at a board game convention. I want to play some games. We're going to go and demo games. A lot of the publishers and vendors have demos set up at their booths. I want to demo some games. I maybe want to take one of the games I buy and go find a table and sit down and play it. Maybe meet some people to hang out and play with. I want to play some games. I'm here to play. And then tomorrow night, I think we're going to have a chill night. Because tonight, we were super busy. We didn't get back to the hotel till about 1. Saturday night is going to be crazy. That we've got the big party that night that Gencon does every year. I can't wait to show you guys that. So we're going to be late that night as well. So I think tomorrow night is going to be our one chill night. We're probably going to try to get back to the hotel early. And my middle of the night gym workout, instead of being at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, will probably be closer to 11 or 12, which will be good for my sleep schedule because I have a early morning workout at Gencon actually on Saturday. So on Thursday night or on Friday night, I actually have to get some sleep so I can be there in time to do my workout. And plus, Saturday's gonna be a long day anyway. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to having a chill day. This is our third Gencon. I don't think we've ever actually had a legitimate chill day. I think we've always been so go, go, go. So I think tomorrow, having almost a full day to just chill and play games, I think is going to be fantastic. It's going to be so cool. But I hope you're enjoying the video, guys. If you are, hit the like button. Please subscribe, ring the bell. You know we got more videos coming at you, more Gencon coverage coming tomorrow. So, you know, come hang out with us. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.